guys, you're watching MiSweetWorld, and in this video I am going to show you on how I made this cute cactus squishy with its terrarium. So without further ado, let's get started. So first I took memory foam and a round object, and I traced the round object on the memory foam. Then I started cutting it into a cylinder shape. So because the vase would look a little too long, I trimmed it a little bit. And also don't forget to round off the edges. I accidentally lost the footage where I cut the memory foam into this V-vase shape. That means at the bottom it gets a little thinner. And now I'm trimming it so the memory foam can get a smoother surface. And in the end, it should look like this. So to make the upper part of the squishy, that means the cactus, I took memory foam again and a round object and traced it onto the memory foam. And now I'm cutting it into a ball, but make sure that it also has a flat surface on one side. And in the end, both pieces should look like this. So now it is time to paint, and as always I don't have any puffy paint, so I just make my own with glue, acrylic paints, and some shaving foam. And I don't use any exact measurements. So I added 3 layers, and the colors I used are white, cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, and if you want your vase to have a little bit more of a grayish blue color, I also added black acrylic paint. I painted the top surface of the vase with the color burnt umber. For the cactus part, I added 2 coats of Viridian paint. And to symbolize the thorns of the cactus, I added some lines with a lighter green shade. Now it's time to glue those 2 parts together, and I only used white regular glue, but I'd recommend using nail glue cause that's definitely more effective. And of course, this is optional, but I just had to add a kawaii face, as always. So now I'm going to show you how I made the terrarium, and for that you're just going to need a lot of clear plastic, and I basically recycled all of them. So first I drew a square on the plastic, and the sides of the square were 7 centimeters long, but it really depends on how big your squishy is, because this is going to be the bottom of the terrarium and you have to make sure that your squishy has enough space on it. And then I simply cut it out. So this part is a bit hard to explain, but I try my best. So here I made a quick sketch from the perspective above when I look at the terrarium. Of course it doesn't really look like this, but yeah. We just cut out a square with the length of 7 centimeters. So a trapeze is attached on every side of the square. So luckily I already made a terrarium before I even filmed this video, so I already had a reference that I could use for this video, for this tutorial. As you can see here, the pieces at the front and the back have the same length and they are a little longer than the pieces at the sides. These are the exact lengths I used. I know it looks a little confusing. The width for the front and back pieces are 3 centimeters, and for the side pieces 4 centimeters. And the heights of the corners are 4.5 centimeters long. Then I drew the 4 trapezes all on the plastic and then I cut all of them out. After that, I am going to make 3 isosceles triangles, and the triangles at the sides have to be thinner than the one at the back. As you can see here, the bottom line is 11 centimeters long, and the sides are 17 centimeters long. Then I cut it out, and in the end, you should have 2 pieces of this triangle. Then for the back, I made another isosceles triangle, but this time, the bottom line was 13.5 centimeters, but the length of both sides still 17 centimeters. You can optionally make a small triangle for more stability if you want to. Finally, after making all these geometric pieces, we can paint on these gold frames on them. I used gold edding, but you can also use, of course, gold nail polish or gold paint. So this is optional, but I used some clear nail polish so the paint won't smudge. So here are all the finished pieces and it's time to tape them all together. You can use any glue you want. I used hot glue gun before, but it didn't really turn out that good, so this time I'm using tape. To make the ring at the top is very simple. You just take some wire, wrap it around the pen, cut it, and then glue it on top of the terrarium. So this is also optional, but I took a lid from a mason jar and taped it on the inside of the terrarium, and you can put your squishy in it. So this is the end result of this DIY. I know this was a very long video, but if you were able to watch it till the end, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any video suggestions. So see you all in my next video. Bye!